Two Drops here, putting down some content for your internet and your brain. I don't know. I'm trying out like little catchphrases or whatever. I don't know. So I shot another video and my girlfriend's phone died and it's on the charger, so I gotta use my phone. My phone's a piece of shit. As you can see, things don't quite look as nice as they used to. I don't know. It's what it is. I mean, we're so used to watching shitty ass fucking 240 blah blah whatever. Ugh. There's a tree. It's a nice tree. It's shading the sun quite well. I just went to the spring, got the dog wet. Life is pretty good. I put another rock on the house. You guys where were you? I needed your help and you weren't even there. Okay, this is the story of the little red hen. Are you ready? The little red hen was kind of a G. You can be a G and be a she G. What? What'd you say? The peanut gallery comments, but not loud enough so that I can argue back. I swore you said something. Okay, I'm losing my cookies. Okay, so anyhow, she wants to make a loaf of bread, and she asked the dog. She's like, "Hey, dog, I got these wheat seeds. Can you help me plant some wheat?" And the dog's like, "Sorry, bro, I'm sleeping." And so she goes and she plants the wheat and she tends to it. And it comes time to harvest. And she goes up to the pig. And she's like, "What's up with you, Mr. Pig?" And he's like, and she's like, "Can you help me harvest this wheat?" And he's like, "No, but I'll just straight eat it." And she's like, "No, I'm going to make some bread. So I need your help. You going to help me harvest or what?" And he's like, sorry, Shiji, I can't help you right now. I've got other prior engagements." And so she goes and she harvests the wheat and she mills it and she makes bread. And when the bread comes out of the oven, all the farm animals come up and they're like, "Damn, Mrs. Little Red Hen, that bread smells hella good. Can I get a piece?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." And they all have bread and they're all happy. And whoa, my girlfriend hit a beer for me. I'm not going to die anymore. I like this chelada. I'm looking for a sponsorship. The reason why I like it is because it's made in Mexico. I especially like shit that's made in Mexico because I especially like Mexico and Mexicans for real. And I like the wall. Why do I like the wall? I don't know. I've heard stories about fucking people killing babies and stuffing them full of heroin and smuggling them across the border in fucking baby carriages and shit. I've known about Mexican gangs, and I think that Donald Trump is going to crack down on them. That's what he says. Who the fuck knows? Who cares? I don't care. I have nothing to say about the Mexican gangs. Yes, I do. I do have something to say about the Mexican gangs. Check it out. You guys are gnarly. You guys are fucking gnarly, and I'm hella scared of you, and I wish we could figure it out so that there didn't have to be so much violence. Like, you can still sell fucking cocaine to hungry Americans, Europeans, whoever the fuck, English people. Oh, England, you're so high. Everyone's on it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, fuck you. Anyhow, um, you can still sell coke and not kill people. Fuck, dude, it doesn't have to be an intimidation thing. You guys just got to get your game tight. And I believe that that's what Mr. Trump is trying to say. Oh, Jesus. Anyhow, back to Mexico being awesome. You guys grow hella good food. You work really hard. You love your family. You really got fucked out of California. I don't know if anybody ever heard of the story of how we got California from Mexico, but it was essentially like we showed up at the Citadel and we were like, "You want to get drunk?" And he was like, "Fucking A, man." And then they got drunk and he was like, "Oh, you can just have it." I mean, essentially, that's what happened. That's how we got California from Mexico. Something about a bear flag. The bear flag was rebels. The bear flag was essentially people like State of Jefferson people or Don't Tread on Me people. They wanted to declare, after they discovered gold, they wanted to declare California as an independent republic because they wanted money. They wanted fuck you money. And Mr. John Bidwell was like, no, you didn't. And he got some Minutemen from the U.S. government to quell the Bear Flag revolt. And that's where we got the Bear Flag. The original Bear Flag looked like a pig. How about that? Anyhow, Mexico's the shit. And they're going to continue being the shit. And they know they're the shit. There ain't nothing wrong with no Mexican person ever. For real. I'm going to learn how to speak Spanish so I can tell you that in your own fucking language. I know entiendo poquito español, but I don't know that much. My ex-girlfriend is from Chile. Her name is Erlet, and she is one good girl, but we all know what happens when you talk about ex-girlfriends within earshot of your current girlfriend. Nothing good. Nothing good happens. Point being, she taught me a little bit of Spanish. I know when she's talking shit. I know when she's pissed off. I know when she's happy. I know probably more Spanish than I think I do. I took 2 years in high school. I quite liked it. I think there was a song. I really think that if you're going to learn languages, you got to learn it by song, you know? Attach some good sounding shit to the language. Un poco de ti para sobrevivir. Esta noche que bueno, fría y sola. Anyhow, uh, shout out to Mrs. Pichotto. Piquijoto? Pichotto? I don't remember how to even say her name. She was really badass. She was my Spanish teacher. And so is Mr. Warner, and so is Mr. Guzman. Now, Mr. Guzman was from Spain, and Mr. Guzman had a stick straight up his fucking asshole. And I'm really happy that my mother worked at the school because she got me right out of there. I would have flunked that guy's class. He's a tightwad, is what he was. So what? Modelo's really good. So is all the cars and the instruments and everything that comes from Mexico. It's great. Um, and farming techniques and you go down into like Central and South America and you talk about like first peoples on this planet and like extraterrestrial technologies and shit. I I love it. I endorse it. I hope someday I can afford to go down there. I got tons of friends in Chile and Argentina and Peru and Mexico and fucking all over the world. Why? Because I taught snowboard lessons, and people from all over the world go to Tahoe, specifically Sugar Bowl, and they rock out with their assorted parts out. Big ups to Diego Dali. Um, Ivan, brother, Ivan's brother, fucking Beto, Beto, Beto. all of you guys, man. I wish I was down there hanging out. Man, I miss you guys so much. Life's been really rough for me since then. So, what was I going to say about Donald Trump? Donald Trump is a really cool guy. He has done shit in this country that I've seen that has impressed the shit out of me. And everybody wants to sling mud because they're in the mudslinging business. You heard about fake media? They're in the business of keeping you hooked, and they keep you hooked by polarizing you. Hello, they make you think a certain thing or feel a certain way, and then you buy toothpaste or beer or whatever the fuck you buy. You buy it. And only, I mean, certain things are kind of like, you get it? Of course I get it. But other things are like, wait a minute, are you feeding me a line here? And to an extent, like when he first got elected, I was like, man, this guy's gonna put us into World War III. I was tripping, and he still might. Who knows? Who cares? But I think that he's pretty legit dude, and he's a dude that, I mean, go research him, man. Go research his fucking buildings and his father, and do some real digging because it's all there. I mean, dude, you don't even have to type shit. You just push the microphone button and say something about Donald Trump, and it'll just pop up and tell you on the internet, though. Like, and then like he does shit in this country. He's a savage. He's trimming the fat. I hope, that's what he's trying to do. And he's making America great again. And the way he's doing it is either by actually making it great, like making it easier to get money to do infrastructure projects, or he's pissing you off so bad that you're going to go out and fucking get a little bit active and try to change it your own goddamn self. So, hey, Trump 2020, how about that? Oh, God, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh. This is bad for the environment. I should definitely put some logs on that mud pit. You got a mud pit, put a log on it. Walk on the log. Don't walk in the mud. You're fucking shit up. I mean, I'm fucking shit up. And you're fucking shit up. We're both fucking shit up. But hey, we got this moss here, and we can just wipe our feet on it. Whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. And this moss is like, fuck you. Who the hell do you think you are wiping your feet on me? Because moss has a running dialogue just like I do. I believe. I mean, that's just me. I could be fucking nuts. When I go like this, that ant right there, he's like, what the hell did you just do? Motherfuck my whole fucking day up. Yeah. Infinitely small and infinitely large. This universe is. And I learned a lot about that crap going through school. I talked a lot in my last video, and most of it got lost because battery went dead. So we'll see how long this one lasts. I have a feeling my $20 phone will shoot a longer video than a fucking iPhone 10 billion or whatever the fuck my girlfriend has. And we want to talk shit on Apple. They're not bad machines, but they're just like Burton snowboards. You got an Apple, you got to get the same Apple bullshit everywhere. You got any kind of PC, it's all Yeah, this is a conversation that I don't even need to have. Apple's really great. I love it. You want it, Apple? You want to give me a brand new iPhone 10 bajillion? I'll fucking go over there and push one of those Chinamen off the roof for you. So I got another rock on the house. While you were doing whatever you were doing in the interim, I fixed the pathway a little, and I also put another rock on the house. Would you like to see it? Check it out. Smooth cam. Are you ready? Smooth and quiet cam. That's the other thing about being barefoot. It makes you really quiet. And when you're really quiet, animals just come up out of nowhere and they're like, what is that stink? and then they get really close to you and they're like, oh, it's that. But you have to be very quiet. Ergo, no shoes. Look at this. What is this? This is a manzanita that's got all new, like, foliage on it. It's like red or something. Crazy. See? See, you didn't catch me. You didn't catch me cutting down no forest with my Swiss Army knife, but I'll just give you a little demo of how easy it is to clear manzanita brush without one of those fucking tractors with the whirly chain bullshits. It just takes a little longer, and it probably takes 2 hands to open the knife. Fuck. Okay, you didn't believe me that my dad was a grip? How about that? I stole that from him. You just take the knife and you're like this. Like an axe. And then when you get halfway through, you break it off. So then we gotta do a little bit of improvement on this path here because my feet are hurting right now. That's the thing about going barefoot. You gotta like keep your feet in shape and you gotta keep them clean and you gotta not do too much. Like, you do too much, you'll literally rub the skin right off the... Sorry, my finger's in the way. Jesus. You'll literally rub the skin right off your foot. And then you'll be fucked up. You'll be like, can't walk. But if you just do a little bit at a time, like I did a little tiny bit of like 2 feet of the trail, and now I can move on to the next project. See, I got that bush all chopped up. I got this tree all chopped up. But if you'll look, where's the path? I don't see no path. But if you'll look here, where's the path? Oh, there's the path. And I can step on pine needles and it doesn't burn the shit out of me. And then I can show you the new rock. There is the new rock. It would make a really nice archway rock, but I ain't building no fucking archways on this house. And then I can show you the venerable ratchet strap. Maybe I should tell all you assholes how to use a ratchet strap, because I won't call you an asshole. Look, I had to figure it out too. It's not hard, it's just tricky. And you especially have to tie up the tail. Because if you got your badass fucking big dick motorcycle American chopper bullshit in the back of your fucking brand new goddamn brand new nigger bigger, oh Jesus, I don't know. I'm not trying to say that word. Sorry everybody. That word is gonna leave my vocabulary. sooner rather than later. But what's the point? The point is, if you don't tie up your ratchet strap and it's all flapping around in the wind, it becomes increasingly obvious to me how little skill and forethought you put into living your life. Forethought into living your life, skill at living your life. You know? So anyhow. Ratchet strap. That'll be a lesson for the next episode. I think I talked a little bit about Africa and how the whole world, first world, is raping them for their natural resources. Yeah. And how Africans are stupid just like Americans. But they're also like really living in fear of being shot up and shit with the guns that we buy for them, because we need the gold that it takes to build a microprocessor and fucking put your phone. South Africa's got the largest gold mine in the whole damn world. So how about that? Or is it Australia? Who knows? Who cares? What's the point? We rape them for their natural resources, and then we let them sit there and die on the vine. Where's the COVID coverage in Africa? How many Africans got COVID? Is it even there? I don't know. I've never heard anything about it. Have you? Few million of them die off. We're stoked. Less people we have to kill ultimately. But Africa, Africans, know as much as I do. They're just another person just trying to figure it out over there, trying to stay alive, trying to stay healthy, getting ravaged by mosquitoes and AIDS and fucking warlords and Chinese and Americans and whatever other European countries are over there fucking shit up, trying to get gold and diamonds and rare earth shits and just tearing up the whole jungle. Just and then South America, that whole jungle has been already done torn up. And then Indonesia, that jungle is already torn up. You know why? Because you love Dove chocolate bars. You love Nestle Quick. What the fuck do you love? It has palm oil in it. They plowed up their whole forest and planted palm trees, dude. They're just like LA. But there are a few smart rice farmers that are still living simple, living in the dirt, shitting in a hole, growing rice, loving their families. Oh, that's another thing I can say about Donald Trump. He has a history of being sort of a womanizer, sort of like, I'll have any woman I want when I want, and she'll be as hot as your poster up next to your bathroom there that you always jerk off to. And that is kind of like what all humans innately do when they're looking for a mate. They look for the fucking hottest one, you know, most physically fit and also the most mentally fit person to fuck. So if you got fuck you money, why not fuck you a fine ass bitch? For real. And I don't want to alienate women. Listen, women, you're just like a dude with a vagina. It's like you're the same fucking person. You got a little less muscle mass, but you got way more brain power. And when I say a little less muscle mass, you got more leg strength than a man, and that's true. Women are stronger below the waist. Men are stronger above. You ever see fucking Ronda Rousey knock a bitch out? How about that other girl that knocked Ronda Rousey out? How about who knows how many chicks are getting into MMA nowadays, but it's proof positive they'll fuck a dude up for real. They will fuck a dude up for real. And So I don't have a whole lot of time for fucking bleeding heart feminists. It's just like, what? You're wasting your fucking time with me. You could be doing the dishes. For real. Like, why are you not doing the dishes? I'll fucking do the dishes every time. And I ain't gonna complain about it. In fact, I quite like doing dishes. I like a job well done. I like to eat off a clean plate. Whatever. I like doing laundry. I like my nuts to smell fresh and clean. And I also like to have clothes that stay on my body and look good. And all of that stuff is, I mean, traditionally been women's work because the man's out there busting his ass moving the rocks around. Now, I had my woman move the rock around because she tends to be a bleeding heart feminist type person. And what I want her to know, what the education lesson was for today, whether she liked it or not, was if you want to be a fucking man and move that rock over there. If you don't want to be a man, do the fucking dishes. Easy peasy. I don't care. I'll do the dishes. You want to move the rock? I'll do the dishes. You want to fucking go get a job working for some asshole and I'll stay home and change diapers? Sure, no problem. Easy for me. Fuck, that sounds like a really sweet way to spend my time. Honestly. Because I only have a little tiny bit of time here. I mean, we are born, exist, and die in the blink of a cosmic eye. And we are sitting around wasting our fucking time. Arguing about shit, worrying about shit that really we can't even control it, and it doesn't fucking matter. The only thing we have to worry about is what? Not freezing not dying. That's the number one rule in life is don't die. Don't die. That's it. You can fucking get all the money. You can have no money. You can fuck the finest chick. You can have the fattest, nastiest bitch on the whole block. At the end of the day, if you die, you lose. And I want to think that there's an afterlife. I mean, studying how nature works and how the world works and the conservation of energy and all that stuff that we think we know, you would think that the energy from your body gets recycled back into the earth and reincarnated as something else. And it might be a worm, and it might be a bird that eats the worm, or it might be a tree, or whatever. You kind of got to work your way back up. And that's how I feel, but I also feel like there might be a heaven. There might be an afterlife where you're like conscious in human form, slapping fives with all your friends that have died or your family that have died. That might be true. Okay, here it is. First song of the day. Are you ready? And I'll never tell by living, only by dying will tell, yeah. Only by dying will tell. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world to carry on, to carry on. I met a bum who played that to me the day before he died. And that song gave him peace. It gives me peace. It's blood, sweat, and tears. My fucking mother had Blood, Sweat, and Tears on cassette tape and also Paul Simon Graceland on cassette tape. And we just listened to those two albums. I don't know which Blood, Sweat, and Tears album. I believe it was like self-titled or greatest hits or something. But we just listened to those two albums over and over and over every day going to school. And she really fucked me up. Because those two albums, I don't know if... Is Paul Simon bi? Or did he just write that song just to sound like he might be bi? I don't know. I don't care. He's a really good, smart man and a good singer. And so is Garfunkel. I don't even know. Is Garfunkel alive? Where the fuck is he? And then also, so those are, for me, two albums that are very near and dear to my heart. And I would